Hi everybody, it's Will on Y4, and I'm here today with a revised video on Brisbane's patch for the StarUI Shipbuilder mod. And the reason we have to do this is I have the Shipbuilder mod now installed without any of the other modifications that have been issued so far, and here I am trying to load HAB from Tayo, and it's listed as companionway, and you see I have a 3x3x2. I don't know what that is, but this is just an example of how dysfunctional this mod has become. And since it has been an essential mod for us to use in our shipbuilding, it is terrible that has not been updated. So as much as I love being here on Katie Did 3 at my Vitinium Fuel Rods site, the one I've just reconstructed, we have to go back to the desktop in order to implement this fix. So here we are on the StarUI Shipbuilder site. And if we go down to a look in the post, here's Brisbane's post, and here's the link to the zip file that we need. So just click on that, go to this page, don't bother to click here, just go to the download. And save that zipped file, just remember where you've saved it. So I've unzipped the file, now I'm gonna open it up, and this is what it looks like. Now, I've seen someone commented that they didn't get this patched folder. This patched folder has nothing in it in the way that it comes through. And apparently his operating system wouldn't let him create a folder that didn't have files in it. So if that's the case, just create a new folder and call it patched. The next step is to open up this README text, which has all the instructions in it. But I'm not going to open it in Notepad. I've opened it in Microsoft Word, and the key instruction here is we have to download this utility. And by the way, it's a wonderful little essay on how we went about doing this. It's really cool to read it. But let's copy this GitHub address and go to GitHub. And here's the GitHub page. We want to take this file right here, the I686, and download that file. I've taken that utility, unzipped it, and put it up here in the patch folder. The next step is to rename it. Now, I made a stupid rookie mistake and started renaming this and found that it couldn't work. Well, the obvious problem that this is the folder and the file is underneath. So this file gets renamed, and we want to start just on the other side of that 3 and delete everything until we come up to the dot. And that's it. Now we want to, I'm going to cut that file and go back into the parent folder and paste it. Now I can get rid of this one. And we are all ready to go for the next step. Guys, now that we've set up the patch folder, we now have to patch the StarUI files. And they are in different locations depending on whether you use Mod Organizer 2, Vortex in Steam, or in Game Pass. So I'm going to start with the Steam Game Pass side of this, and I'll leave a timestamp to Mod Organizer 2. For both Steam and Game Pass, you need to locate your Starfield installation folder. Open that up in Steam. The next folder here is called Data. In Game Pass, it's called Content. In either case, you're going to find the interface folder, and this is the folder that contains the StarUI files. So look at the SWF files here and copy them. because they will be the ones that we will be patching in the next step. So here we are, ready to patch the files. But we have a choice in front of us here, either 30 frames per second, 60, or 120. So you have to know which version you have. I have 60 frames, so I'm going to double click on that. You'll see a quick window open and close MS-DOS window. And if we go into the patched folder, you'll see that here are our files updated with today's date. So now it's just a simple matter of copying these and placing them back in the folder that they came from. I'm back in the interface folder and I've copied the patch files, and now I'm going to paste them. And you see that I have to replace those files, which I will do. And now you have your patched files and you're done. If you have Mod Organizer 2, there's two ways that we can locate the files we need to patch. There's the hard way, which is going to Mod Organizer, going to Starfield, going to Mods, and going down all the way until we find StarUI Shipbuilder, and then here it is, an open interface, and there are our files. Now, do you want to see it an easier way? Here's the easier way. Open up Mod Organizer, go to your Shipbuilder line here, and say Open an Explorer. And here you are, right at the interface. Okay, let me expand that. We open up interface, and you see these 4 SWF files. Copy them. Notice the date, 11/14/23. Copy them. Now we go back to the patch folder, and we paste those files here. Now, before we go to the job of patching them, make sure that you know which frames per second version you are running. I am running 60 frames per second, so I'm going to double click on that. I get a quick MS-DOS window, and now look up in the patch folder, and here are our patched files. I'm now going to copy those files, go back to the installation folder, and paste them, replace the files, and there they are, patched. That's all there is to it. Of course, all of this would be for nothing if it doesn't work. So let's give it a shot. All right, here's our habs. We had 27 tiles before, but only 7 of them actually were there. So let's go through and here. Oh, there's our empties. Look at that. Perfect. All right, now I wanted to go down to the weapons and see whether we get our Dark Star weapons. There they are. So it's doing exactly what Grisbane promised us. So thank you, man. That's great. Okay, well, I'm back. I have to get to work rebuilding my Vitinians fuel rod factory here that now on Katydid 3 after the unfortunate crash on Decaron. But in any event, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And thanks again. Bye.